Will this go live this direction? I don't know. Chat, are we live? Are we live? Oh no. What's up, Dalton? Hey, do me a favor. Is the video still live right now, or does it shut off when I go sideways like this? I can't tell what it's doing. Actually, you know what? Give me just a second. If you guys pile in here, give me just a minute. Bear with me for a second here. My phone went live while it was in portrait mode, and I tried to flip it so I could get it in my... Let me see what it's doing on the laptop. Daggone, it's not going to do it. Well, I guess I'm going to have to just let it sit on my computer here. There. How's that? Is that better? Mitch Shaw, hey, what's going on, fellow crypto guy? What's up, Biker, Jason, Ricky, or John? Super Roof, boy, everybody's piling in here real quick. I'm just trying to wrap up my day, getting ready to head home. Friday, start the weekend. Hopefully everybody's doing well. What's up, Brandon's opinion? Sullivan. Heading home. Just got my last stop done for the day. Getting ready to head home and start the weekend. I might try to go live tonight. I don't know. It just depends. Thank you for the 20,000 subscriber. Congrats there. Appreciate it. As I said, I will be giving away, I think it's going to be $500 to one person. I don't know. I might break it up. I haven't really decided. It'll probably be next week. That way it gives a chance for all the subscribers and viewers to actually see the video. Wow, chat's, oh no, I was going to say it was going to stay on there. Give them all a chance to actually see the video. I don't want to put something out and then just a few hours later that evening actually pick a winner, because I want to give all the subscribers a chance to actually see the video. People might be working, people might be away. So I don't know if I'll do it on the weekend. I haven't even really decided exactly how I'm going to do it yet. I might, I thought about trying to find an old video I have done and try to make a little scavenger hunt type thing, where somebody's, you guys need to find something in one of my videos that I'm looking for, and then do a hashtag or whatever, comment, and I can search it. I don't know. If you guys got any thoughts or opinions, something that might be fun but not too difficult where people don't do it, let me know. Comment down below. Weather today, it's actually sunny. It's nice. I think we got to about 65 degrees today for this time in November. It's pretty nice in my area, so I'm not complaining. But tomorrow it's going to be a bit different. They're calling for 50-mile-an-hour winds and rain all day tomorrow. So no work this weekend. Hey Mitch, sorry I missed part of the show this morning. I stopped on my dad's to visit with him, and I tried to have it play in the background. And my little sister actually had just got a new Trezor, and she was needing some help setting it up, so I didn't get a chance to actually listen to a lot of the stream. I really wanted to, but so help spread the word over there too, because as you saw in the thumbnail, you could be giving somebody a Bitcoin, really simple, anywhere, really quick, or any crypto of your choice. If you want that, if you're in my area, anywhere within maybe an hour's drive, if you're the winner, I will personally bring it to you. So that's kind of cool. I can do gift cards, whatever. It's just a thank you to you guys, the subscribers that have made this possible. Started this a few years ago just to share what I know, because the roofing side of things have been so bad on YouTube. There's not enough good content for people to learn out there. Somebody wanted to add 200 to your... Sorry, I need to see that there. Sullivan Joe, you want to add a Handyman LLC in Norfolk, Virginia, wanted to add $200 to your giveaway, will be $700. Hey, you don't have to do that, but I definitely appreciate it. Somebody out there will greatly appreciate that. Send me a message. You can find my email on the About page. Send me something, we can connect right there, and I'll definitely let you, the viewers know if it's something you really want to do. Get your name out there too. Appreciate that. 10 inches of snow, oof. Had a guy comment on the email earlier, something about he's up in Canada watching. I had a question, I tried to reply. By the way, if you guys are new to the channel, thank you. New subscribers, thank you. What I want to do is share what I know with roofing on my almost 20-ish years to help other people. I've learned a while back that if I do one job a day, it's helping one person. If I can document little things here and there, it may not be the full install because I got so much going on. I've got actual estimates, inspections, all kinds of things to do. If I feel it could be beneficial to somebody, that's what I'm trying to do. and it's obviously helping people out there. I'm getting really good comments and feedback, and try to do a little bit of on the side helping consulting type thing. So if you know anyone that's got a roofing project coming up, let them know. I'm trying to make myself a little more available for that. I will try to do more of it this winter because I won't be working so much. We're going to start winding down here the next month. We get to be pretty nasty, cold, snowy weather. But where'd chat go? Let's look over here real quick. By the way, Mitch Shaw, I tried to do more of the tagging people, but it's weird on my cell phone versus the laptop and the work truck, and I'm not that quick at it, and I end up missing a lot of the streams when I'm watching the Coffee and Crypto show. Hopefully soon to go back to the original branding. Also want to give a shout out to, I think it's Angela here in Kokomo. Appreciate you if you're watching this or watching it later. Thank you for what you do. Really helps save me some time. There's a handful of other people I want to give a quick mention to and shout out to, but I didn't write it down. I can't think right now. Not that the channel's big, but there are quite a few things to go through, and it's hard for me to remember everything. Yeah, not a problem, Hunter. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mike Nicholson. That's, like I said, I don't know when you chimed in here or joined, but aside of like Zach of all trades, might have been Veteran Roofing back in the day. He changed his name one to the other. He actually has some pretty good content and does care about his quality. Unfortunately, very few people in the roofing YouTube arena actually share good, legitimate content where it can help people. And that's why I'm a big advocate of people saying, it looks weird being down there. I need to be up here. I should have started the stream with my phone sideways. Sorry about that. Oh, actually, no, it'll probably fall out. We're just going to have to go with it like this. But, lost my train of thought. Sorry, I feel like everybody's looking at me and they're like, this dude's talking to himself in his truck. So yeah, do me a favor, guys. There's a handful of you in here. Let me know what your thoughts are on a cool, unique giveaway that's not difficult, because I want everybody to have a fair opportunity and not spend a ton of time trying to like look for a particular video. I want it to be something a little more fun and engaging than just comment. By the way, it's not going to happen in this video. The video it happens in probably will not have anything in the description or title about it, because the bots and scammers will hit it hard. And I want to make sure whoever wins is the actual person coming forward that I'm trying to get in contact to, because last time I did a giveaway, it was only like $100. I had a ton of bots spam the channel, and people were copying that user's name and things, but if you go to their page, you'd see it was just created. So I want to make sure it's going to the legitimate person. Rapid City, South Dakota. I had some family up in that area that was in the Air Force. I mean, maybe not quite right there in your region, but sorry, there's a second. Everything was scrolling through. Super Roofer, how are you doing? I saw your video the other day. I didn't get a chance to comment. I meant to, and I had forgot. You guys had some really nice weather down there too. The one you did about the small roof in a day. I'm kind of getting excited for the fall, but it went from like summer to fall for a little period, and then we're going to go into like winter really quick, I'm afraid, and I hate the winter. I mean, sorry, I got some text messages coming through here. Nova Scotia, Canada. How's it going, B. Nicholson? Well, I'm going to hit the road real quick. Time is at 4:40. Yeah, I want to try to beat my wife home here. I'll keep it rolling for a little bit. Should have a pretty good connection. Actually, in Kokomo, I'm pretty stoked because they are rolling out all the 5G towers now, and I know some people hate the 5G, but when I'm trying to stream or upload, 4G is just not quick, and my internet at the house is like, it's beautiful. So I try to go to my family's in town. They've got fiber optic stuff uploads real quick. I won't be focusing on chat too well right this moment. We're just gonna drive for a second. So my thought is, if I can do a very short live tonight, because I wanted to talk about something that just happened recently, the midweek this week. Actually, I'll kind of briefly talk about it here. Maybe you guys think it's good to go into, or maybe make a dedicated video with a title so people can learn about this. There was a person I had given an estimate for, and months had gone by, never heard from him. I assumed he went with somebody else. I get a call from him. He did go with somebody else. That's fine. It doesn't bother me. But the roofer they had do it, I think there was some miscommunication. They took a vent pipe out of the roof. And it's been a thing of mine where if I'm asked to remove a pipe that deals with fumes and gases or anything, I will not touch it unless I actually see for myself that it is disconnected and not being used. And then I will also add a note or something in there, and it's permanently attached to that customer's file. Because in this case, it was removed, the guy got home, and it was somewhat right. He was, his boiler to heat the house was actually dumping fumes in the house. They just disconnected it, ripped it out of the roof. So it's not good. You want to verify what you're taking out is not being used. And a side note, if that does happen in that rare case, I mean, you don't have to be worried about just fire. There's a bigger silent killer. The carbon monoxide is deadly. It's odorless, colorless, smellless. You can, you just get tired, like nauseous, fall asleep, and eventually pass out and can die. So, if you ever have that, get out of the house. Call fire department, whatever. Open up ventilation, shut the thing down. So just be aware. It is a deadly hazard. So I wanted to make sure I kind of talked about that in the video. Something good to bring up real quick while I'm driving here. Wow, 21 of you guys. If you could give it a thumbs up, let's get that ratio up to about 21 here. So if you're new, just joining in, the title, yes, I am giving away for the 20,000 subscriber mark. It's kind of big to me. I mean, the roofing side of things, it's that's a pretty big achievement, I feel, because there's content and things. Like here, I'm looking at gun channels, doing some research, doing research on different things. And their channels are massive, and if you look up roofing when you need to, it's important. There's just not a lot of good content out there. So even though 20,000 is a low number, I feel like it's big in the roofing area. So that's why I wanted to give a little thank you back to you guys. I might try to make the actual video I do that on a subscriber only able to comment. I think there's a way to do that because I don't want non-subscribers. It's kind of a 20,000 subscriber giveaway, so that's what I'm going to try to do. How do you claim the Bitcoin? You got to be the winner of the 20,000 subscriber, the 20K giveaway. The reason I wanted to offer Bitcoin or any crypto for that matter is because I'm big into crypto. I do a lot of trading, make a lot of money doing it, and it's something I can send to anyone wherever you are. It doesn't matter, sanctions or not. I can send it right to you. I'm not going to use Tornado Cash though. Ben Shaw, you still in here? I haven't been able to read the chat for a minute. I've got to focus on my driving. By the way, as the channel grows, I think the chance of possibly the channel getting censored or shut down could increase because it's happened to people I know. One of the guys I follow, Jeb, happened to him too. Trying to branch off into other social media stuff just as a back. I was not a fan of Twitter, although I didn't get on it much, but since the new acquisition, I'll definitely be trying to post more out there on Twitter. I believe you call it handle or name or whatever, it's going to be Grand Roofing Inc. It's Grand Roofing INC. I'll try to post a little bit more out there. That'll be more about money, market, crypto, money. It'll have roofing related stuff too. I want to be the first roofer that actually shares what they know, not just to fix your roof, but actually help you financially too. I don't talk a lot about it, but I want to get more into it. I'm not wealthy, but I've done rather well. And it all starts right here in the way you think about things. I had somebody comment yesterday, because I was watching it tick up to the 20,000 mark. He was talking about how it's a messed up system, which yes, I agree. He said, I'm part of that system and it's corrupt and all the middle class are not. Yeah, all what he was saying was true, but he had a kind of a negative thought on it, whereas he was more in the mindset of, oh, poor me, as opposed to what can I do to change it? You know, we all have the same opportunity and ability. Some people may have better connections, but I've gone from the mindset of being paycheck and broke to debts all paid. And nice chunk of money sitting on the side. Yeah, I've sacrificed and I haven't been able to keep up the Joneses, but maybe one day I'll be the Joneses and not feel like I need to keep up with the Joneses. I don't say that to sound like I'm bragging. I want you all to know you all have the same opportunity wherever you are in life. Some of you are probably way better off than me, but to not have to stress about how you're going to put food on the table or pay your mortgage or car payments, rent, whatever. It's a really good feeling. Some of you, if you followed the channel for a while, you know that I've had a medical trouble or medical problem for the last 15, 20 years. Actually, it's got me to where I'm no longer able to fly. I've been a private pilot and I can't do that anymore because of it. I don't want to kill myself, but I've had some flare-ups due to the issue. And since I've relieved the stress in all those areas, I haven't really had an issue. I've not had a flare-up or a bad episode of what I have, what I've got to live with. So I just want to share that with you guys. You guys just start right now. Pay your debts off, start saving up, get an emergency fund. That's the first thing to do. So if you win this, do something good with it. Invest it in yourself. One of the best investments you can make is education for yourself. And I don't mean necessarily a degree. I hold no degrees, but I've been able to do a lot. Let me see what we've got here. Just been blabbing. Still 18 of you. It must be fairly good. 16 minutes. I'll wrap up here soon. My wife and daughter will be home in a few minutes. I got some stuff to get here. Let me just see real quick. Twitter account for the first time. Tag your Twitter names down in the comments somewhere in this video. I'm going to try to find some of you guys. What kind of illness? It's called Meniere's. It's an inner ear issue, and I think it's one partially because of all the pneumatics constantly going off that I've been working around. So I used to be an installer. In 2001, I did roofing part-time for a contractor. He couldn't keep me busy, so I went to a friend of his that said they weren't hiring at the time. Asked him a couple times. I told my contractor friend, he's like, no, tell him I sent you. So I called the company back up. Before I said, here, you hired? I said, hey, my contact here sent me. And he's like, okay, I think highly of him. Can you start Monday? So ever since 2003, I've been full-time. I had been, let me move this up here maybe. Full-time since 2003, the noise constantly going off. And then I think one of the things that finally did it was a loud percussion from a gunshot off to my left side. We were out shooting, we were all talking. I didn't have a chance to put my headset on, and a muzzle blast went off to my left side, and it messed you up. It messed me up. Typically, rabbit hunting or something, you don't have time to put your headset on. You hear a 12 gauge go off, and it rings, but it goes away. It went off issues. So, by the way, Mitch Shaw, I know Smader put out a video on his channel recently. I know exactly what he's going through. So it can put you in a dark mental place. So I know firsthand with that. I don't talk about that a lot, but it took a while to get through and get out of it. Anyway, basically the issues I have with Meniere's is there is severe vertigo, pressure, and tinnitus. The tinnitus will never go away. It's just constantly ringing. I'm losing my hearing in my left ear. The pressure comes and goes, and it hurts. But the vertigo will just mess you up. So, but when it would have flare-ups. I don't know if it was a seasonal environmental type thing or what, but doctors like, oh, cut back your sodium. Well, what they wanted me to do is maintain 2,000 milligrams or less, and that's like not realistic. You feel like a bunny rabbit. What I have noticed that works the most is just eliminating the stress. How's the video? Is it clean feed or is it all broke up? Let me back up here a little bit. Let me see if I can get my Wi-Fi here. Vertigo is definitely not good being a roofer. But typically when the spells would happen, I feel a little weird. I can tell it's coming on. Let me know if that video clears up a little bit. I'm closer to my Wi-Fi now. We'll give it a second. And I could tell, like, it's happened a couple times on the roof, and I just gotta like lay there, just focus on something to get it to pass. I've talked about it, made a few videos, I've just never released them. Maybe I'll do that to maybe help somebody that's struggling with it too. There you go, that better? Cool. Sorry, I was up at the far end of my garage, and sometimes it's kind of hard hitting the Wi-Fi in the house here and pinging off a cell phone signal, so I could see it on my laptop, it was real blurry. We'll go for a few more minutes, because there's still about 20 of you out there. So like I said, I'm asking you guys, oh, you're still here, Mitch, cool. Mitch Shaw. what your thoughts are on a cool way to do the giveaway. Actually, if anyone is in here and you're into crypto and you prefer crypto, give me a number 2 in chat. If you'd like cash or a gift card, give me number 1. We'll see how many we get in here. What's up, Eric? How's it going, buddy? I know 20,000. It took me a few years to get there, but when I started focusing and actually committing to the channel, it started to grow pretty good. And I'm not gonna lie, some of the titles definitely help too. Okay, we're getting lots of 1s and 2s. Cool. I can do either. It really doesn't bother me. So something I told my brother, which is actually, he's probably on a jet now to Colombia. Patrick's Epic Journey. Quick shout out to him. He is on his way to Colombia right now. I told him earlier that I had pre-bought Bitcoin at a low amount, $500 worth. So it's obviously gone up, which is kind of crazy because the JARS report came out this morning and I thought it was going to react negative and it was going to be a bit of a sell-off, and it did just the opposite. I did a video this morning. I'll try to release it too. What did I see about 10,000 was? Oh yeah, it kind of blew up pretty quick right there. Yeah, B. Nicholas, $500. Question mark, question mark. Yeah, is that too little, or is that? Oh, you're saying holy crap. So that's good, right? Scavenger hunt. So I really thought about the scavenger hunt, but I'm like, what do I have you guys look for? And then I feel like a lot of the people that have been subscribed for a while may not have the time to actually go looking through. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put a little thought into it this week. Also, if you guys, of the 22 of you in here watching, let me know if you think a scavenger hunt would be kind of cool or what. I really need some ideas. One of my other thoughts was just to go live and have my little girl use and manipulate the mouse through the comments section of a video and have her pick one, because she can't really read. She knows no names. I mean, she can read letters, but there would be a total, like, fair way of just having a 4-year-old pick out a name and let that be the winner. I've had a few people comment about maybe doing 5 winners, each $100 or something, which it looks like it might be up to $700 now due to the handyman company guy wanting to contribute too. I'll have to read these back. And yeah, it's no $1 million like what's his name that does last hand off the whatever giveaway, but he's probably making way more than me in YouTube AdSense ad revenue. So $500, I feel like it's pretty cool. I mean, I go out of my way for $500. I go out of my way to look through my change in my pocket to see a silver coin. Thank you. There's a definite lag in my laptop here. You know what? Let me do something real quick. Hopefully this doesn't mess anything up. I gotta shut my Wi-Fi off on my phone. My hotspot. There, we still good? My hotspot on my phone was on. You know what, something else I need to do real quick? My phone is burning up. Turn the AC on there. Lightly. When I have my Wi-Fi hotspot on my phone going, I have my Wi-Fi on, I have the cell signal going and everything, my phone overheats and it starts shutting down the video. I've had that happen doing a few videos before. Yeah, I haven't really decided how I'm going to do it. What's up, Scott? How you doing, buddy? I did start watching that video you sent me the other day about the tracking. Where'd that comment go? I was actually doing a repair. Some guys I wouldn't say they messed it up, but I had a customer unhappy on something we did, replacing a fascia board. The roof was kind of dipped down and bowing, so I was actually working on that. I couldn't see the video. I watched part of it, and I just had to put the headset on and listen, but it was really good info. Real quick on that, if you guys are in the service industry and you got a customer that is unhappy, I'm not saying they're always right, but go the extra mile to please them if you can, if it's a legitimate thing. You know, these guys, they did do an okay job, but it could have been better, so I went back, no charge, took some time to do it. But they can ruin your reputation really quick. And they can also spread the word and help you there too. You guys want to see a short live tonight, let me know. I might try that. Fridays they were good going live when I first started, but then they got kind of difficult for me because it's like right as my little girl's going to bed. It's kind of been difficult. Got to be quiet, take care of the dogs, all that stuff. Thank you, D Porter. Appreciate that. Thank you. Trying to be a little different roofer out there on YouTube. And just because I say it and I'm on YouTube doesn't mean it's true. So use your own common sense. I talked about that in a video. I haven't aired it yet. What do you guys think of that short I did? The worst roof ever short edition went out last night. Oh, yes. Yeah, the before and after, Eric, if that's what you're talking about. I did have plenty before and after. I told the homeowner I would replace that fascia board. It was only a 16-foot 2x6 fascia board. They did it in 2 pieces where they should have done it in 1, and there was a dip, so I ended up taking it all off, told them with the dip. So what I was able to do, and I did this by myself, so I kind of had to tack one side up and work with it, but took 2x4s and kind of wedged them up under and pounded them in with leverage to raise, and ended up trying to lift the center up to catch the edges a little bit, but you can't go too much and you cause a flat spot. But anyway, I got it looking a lot better than it was, and there's no dips, nothing gonna flow back. Not financial advice. Did I say that in the stream already? I don't know. Hey, Mitch Shaw, you still in here? Quick question for you if you are. If you hold Cardano, let me know. I've actually been thinking about starting a stake pool. If you're watching the stream near the end today, I did message in the chat, Jeb. I've had thoughts of doing it for probably the past year, just haven't done it yet. I've got a couple of PCs I'm working on, was working on Linux machines on a server farm to start a Cardano stake pool. And if it's available, it's going to be the Grand Stake Pool, GRAND. So keep an eye on that. I just haven't had a chance to totally get it up and going. I had to shut down the server, remote server, because it was costing too much not running it. So I'm going to try to do 2 relays on actual PCs, one here, one at another remote location, and then of course the cold one to sign the transactions. But if anyone is in here in crypto and you're into Cardano and staking, let me know, because I'm really considering, as this channel grows, getting more into the money financial side of things, to actually do that. I want to be one of those stake pools that helps that network grow. I'm long, very long in Bitcoin and Cardano and some other stuff here. A lot of good news coming out in this nasty bear market we're in, with hedge funds and things starting to get their trusts with BTC stuff set up. Yeah, she's growing up really fast. I feel like it was just yesterday she was crawling around, and remember the day she was sitting on my lap while I was working remote estimates from home, and now I'm like, it's hard to work from home because she's off running, getting into things. And now she's on YouTube a lot too, and I've got to put an end to that. Actually, the YouTube thing, I found something that really gets her off of YouTube. Sorting through pennies and dimes and things, gets her off YouTube pretty good. If you haven't seen the videos, go back. They were very low performing. What's a Roofer Do After Hours, I think, was one of them. A really short video of what I was working on, a personal project, and then got it set up. There's another video of her. It's only like a minute long. It's pretty cool, on how we're sorting pennies for copper, and then we reduce down to pure copper and pull out the Wheaties really quick. Pretty fun. She loves it. She enjoys it. Matic. That Matic I made some good money on early 2021, and then I lost a lot of Matic on Celsius. About $17,000 worth gone. Poof. I may never see it again. Shh, don't tell my wife. She doesn't know about that one. XRP. Boy, it looks like a lot of you guys in here. Well, okay, that's same Digital Woody. Handful of you in here. I'm looking at my laptop. I do be liking me some Matic, though. I think Matic's going to do well for a while. We still got the merge and the purge or whatever with Ethereum. It's not totally where we're supposed to be yet. We made a big leap, but we got more to go. I think it's going to take a while. I personally don't have anything locked up, staked with Ethereum. It's really expensive, pricey. I hold some Ethereum, but I don't lock it up. So I've been having a hard time thinking about this. Let me ask you guys, too, while you're in here. I try to think about how can I justify talking a little more about the money side of things on a roofing channel. If you guys know Andre Jake or follow him, he was kind of a magician, yeah, like magic type stuff, and he kind of shifted into finance and incorporated that with that, and his channel blew up. I don't want to do it to just blow up. As I said earlier in the stream, that I want to share what I know to help you guys. whether it be with the roofing and how to repair your own roof and take care of it and save some money, or just getting out of debt and changing the way you think about life and feeling better and healthier. The whole thing with roofing and repairing your own shingles, it's about money, right? So that's kind of what I want to share a little bit. It'll still be focused primarily on roofing, but I'll try to tie that into it a little bit. Sorry, I had an unknown number come in. I'll need to call it back. Technically, we're closed, so I'll have to answer that one back. 502. Get ready to wrap this up here. Rich Smith, not much of an investor. Got to have the money for that. Yeah, it all starts with $1. There for many years, I quit eating out. If you're in the service industry, typically either have to pack. Oh, Elon Musk just tweeted. I have to read that back. Would not spend money out. I would go to McDonald's or a gas station, spend $5 to $10 per stop twice a day, and it adds up quick. You don't realize it until you start packing a lunch. I would grill a nice chicken meal. I actually did videos of this too. I just never published them over a year or two ago. Maybe I'll try to do more of that this fall, winter time. It saves a ton of money. And then it got to the point where we started buying a whole cow or a half cow and a whole hog and saving more money, and then paid off debts. And you don't realize how achievable it is until you start doing it. And you've done it for a while. You do 1 week, then you do that a few times, you accomplish a month, and then you do it a few more times. Just you're a year into it, and you look back, you're like, damn, I really have gotten somewhere. In the roofing side of things, I don't pay myself very much money. I'm really underpaid probably for what I do, and I've been able to accomplish a lot. It's not about what you make, it's about what you keep. There's these reports coming out of how many middle-class Americans are paycheck to paycheck that are over 150,000 a year income. Like, that's way more than I pay myself, and they're broke. And now all these layoffs that are starting to announce and come out, it's getting kind of scary. And unfortunately, the market doesn't go up forever. It's going to go up, it's going to come down. It's going to go up and come down. And if you can try to see those changes and position yourself, you'll have a much easier financial life. What is the statistic on how many people win? By the way, the Powerball's up there pretty good. Where are we at here? How many people win the lottery and they're broke within 2 years? It's ridiculous. What's up, David? Hey, David, positive attitude. Mitch Shaw, if you're still in here, you'll notice every now and then I'll comment probably once or so a week on Jeb's channel. Today's a great day. Any day you wake up breathing is a great day. I don't just say that. We're all lucky just to even be alive. The odds of even being born, was it Thoughty2? He's got a really good channel too. And, I spend a lot of time on YouTube and Google and research. I try to do about 2 to 4 hours every night after my wife and daughter go to bed about something to better my knowledge. And the staggering odds of the family tree and how you and I got here, it's kind of mind-blowing. So, yeah, just be happy you're alive. It could all be gone one day. There's Economic Ninja. He's another one I watch a little bit every now and then. He commented about your childhood dream. So I gotta be somewhat careful because maybe this will get back out. There was an old friend of mine back in the day. He would make fun of me for what I was driving. It was a 1988 Jeep Comanche. I paid for that thing out of paper route money. He'd make fun of me in front of all of our group of friends. You're driving a piece of crap. And I'm like, you know what? One day, I'm going to find you and I'm going to drive my Hummer right up over the top of your car. And time gone by, years gone by, we kind of gone our own way. By the way, he took his Mustang and wrapped it around a telephone pole. Mom and Daddy bought him a new vehicle, smashed that one up too, hot dog in it. But when you don't appreciate what you got or you don't work for it, you don't realize it, you tend to not appreciate it. So anyway, long story short, back to the Economic Ninja. He commented that, and I told him what my dream vehicle was, and that was why. One day, I'll have a Hummer and find him around town, and I'm going to drive over the top of his. Not to hurt him, but just to be like, see, it's not about the money. I have been able to financially achieve that dream. I almost did it last year. I almost bought an H1 and was going to do that. And I'm like, you know what? I'll be sitting on this. This is when I started feeling like the bear market's coming. And do I want to have a high dollar top end, or not top end, a high price at the time for the vehicle because we're at the top of the used vehicle market to drive this dream vehicle of mine, or just hold tight? and I'm glad I made the right decision. In hindsight, I thought we'd be going into a bear market. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. This is before all the war in Ukraine and all this stuff broke out, but ended up doing really well, sitting on the cash, just really done good. So now if the price is correct a little bit, I won't hesitate one bit to go buy it and enjoy it, and then hopefully ride it back up. I mean, it's not an asset, it's a depreciating asset. The truck I'm in is a depreciating asset. Company owns it and holds it. Anyway, Scott, she really doesn't know about what I've been able to do. I did tell her last year we were having a garage sale and I had a couple of drinks and I was like a little chatty. I was like, hey, we gotta talk. She's like, why? She got a little annoyed because the money would come in and out. And I couldn't remember some of the things I did with the money. It wasn't bad. It was being moved and invested and whatever. But it was growing like this. So I set up another holding account and I would just funnel everything into there and invest it from there. And she had no idea. Well, I grew it to over 6-figure within a year. And I told her, I don't think she believed me. You're laughing at a pause the stream, Scott? What's that? The EV Hummer? No, it's going to be the original military H1. I don't want the, what is it? I can't remember the numbers now. One of them is the original, but does not one of them has the little parking brake button. I don't necessarily want that one. I want the other one. It's a little bit newer. I can't think of the model number, but it has overdrive on it. The Arnold Hummer? No, I think he's got the H2, or he's got a really decked out Alpha version. No, I want the actual military that had come back from Iraq or Desert Storm or something of that nature. One of the older originals, decommissioned. I actually thought about doing that, going and bidding on Planet, whatever that government website is that decommissions them and sells them. Civilian takes 6 months or so to get street legal. Just haven't done it. It's been on the back of my mind. I've been trying to keep the business going and being a dad and husband primarily. And then in my free time in the evenings when they go to bed, I sacrifice my sleep and I do my investing and trading. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was in a very small trade yesterday. Got into a little trade in the stock market yesterday, closed my position out, made $250 or so. I was like, to me, it's not a lot of money because I'm not going to go blow it and spend it. It's just going to be reinvested in something else. And I'm like, it wasn't long ago when $250 would have been terrifying to lose, or would have been like, oh my God, and then what do I spend it on? No, it's going to be reinvested in something new. Anyway, I've been into real estate over the years too. Actually sold my office earlier this year, just trying to prepare for what's coming. I think I made a good call on that too. 509. Well, probably ought to get ready to wrap this up. Oh, your signal sucks. Sorry, I think I misread that. Although I heard somebody's coming out with an electric version of the H1. Is it Hummer that's coming out with that, or was it Delphi GM or whoever? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of all the EV push. Yeah, I think we need to go that direction. But when you start cutting down, yeah, let's talk about that real briefly. What's your guys' diesel price in your area right now? We're pushing. It's come down quite a bit, and it started going back up. We're at 540 right now, 549 in Kokomo for diesel. This national shortage that you're kind of starting to hear about. 559. Where are you at? Oh, is the GM EV Hummer? Yeah, I want the original AM General H1. Street legal. Nothing fancy. It's just going to be that I'm going to take it down in my woods and have a good time with it. Take the doors off and have a good time in the summer in it. 459. Not bad. Anyone watching here currently, 24 of you, anyone out on the East Coast anywhere? I heard theirs is just running up quick. But as we go, the SPR currently is down to 11 or 20 days, and we're a net negative 2 million barrels per day, so we're burning through the SPR at a rapid rate. It's never been this low in my lifetime, which is kind of scary. And not to get political, I don't care about party sides or whatever, but you got to wonder, why we're releasing so much. Is it to keep the costs down? Yeah, we're doing a good job. And the midterm elections come up next week. What's going to happen? That's when I think it's going to get kind of concerning. Not that we're going to completely run out, but how do you curb supply and demand? If the demand is, we need it, sucking it up, then this is going to drive the price up, and then it's going to eliminate people that can't afford it. But unfortunately, trains, ships, trucks, they move everything. Everything. The truck I'm in, I mean, not just, even if I go back to drive my old GMC that's a gas, that gas to get to the gas station is transported by diesel. So I'm trying to be prepared, not scared. And, why are these refineries not investing? Well, because you got administrations that are saying, no, we're going to go solely green and by 2030. Well, why do they want to put billions of dollars in a facility to to process and refine the oil when they're never going to make that investment back? So it's just too quick. We don't have the infrastructure for you. That's just my opinion. Jet fuel also. Yeah, Jet A, I buy some every now and then to fill up for my kerosene burners. I don't even want to know what that's going to be to fill up. Ooh, the CPI read comes out the 10th. What day is that? Thursday, I think. Let me look here. Yeah, October CPI read comes out Thursday the 10th at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be in front of my computer screen watching that and waiting because there's massive volatility if you can catch the right side. I think it's going to be a big miss. I think we're going to miss on everything. I have to read through some of these a little bit later. I'm missing some of it. Oh, the direct pipelines to them. What state are you in, Mike? I want to be clear. I'm not against electric EV vehicles and being a little more clean. I'm cool with that. It's just, I don't think we're there yet. We don't have the infrastructure for it yet. And shit can hit the fan real bad before we are there. That's also part of the reason why I'm investing in not just precious metals, but copper too. Copper mines and copper. Got copper positions as well. I've always heard about these, and I was too young and dumb and naive. I missed the dot-com, the big Apple, not Apple, but the big app boom. Luckily, in the great financial crisis we had in early 2000, 2008, I didn't lose anything. I actually benefited really well because I bought this place for next to nothing in 2008, 2009, and it's more than doubled and tripled in value, renovated it, redid it. So it's paid off. Again, I'm not saying that to brag. It's just, I feel bad for the people that need to buy right now. It's not looking good. There's actually another place I'm looking at buying, and it's kind of be like, oof, what am I going to pay on interest to finance this place? Then you got to wait. Do I want to finance it? Wait for the market to crash, hopefully buy it at less, finance it, refi, or at this point right now I'm at the mindset I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing and just pay for it cash. Can't afford homeless, two people working. Any way you guys can cut out, I feel weird because I don't know where you are financially, but it's not what you make, it's what you keep. If there's anything you can cut out and do without for a little while, just do it for a little while. And you got to do it to see the results. It's not, it's like working out. You make that commitment, New Year's resolution, you're going to work out, lose some weight, and you do it for a day or a week, you're not going to see the results. You got to stick with it. You got to get some time under your belt, and you got to do it before you start seeing the results. And it sucks, believe me. I spent many years, I started this company, 5 years ago, and I'm finally starting to not just see the results, but feel the results, feel the breathing room, the weight off my shoulders. So it takes some time. You got to stick with it. You got to make that commitment for you. All right, let's see here. Oh, you're saying they're looking at one that could go 700 to 800 miles on a charge. The Tesla trucks are supposed to be coming out soon, and given the weight and the mileage and what I heard a documentary on that, it was pretty interesting, but still I don't think the infrastructure is quite ready for it yet. So I don't know, time to tell. I'm actually waiting to go for a ride in one of my first ride ever in a Tesla. There's only a couple people I know in town, Drew and Bob. Got to watch names here. Maybe you can hook me up and take me for a quick spin because I want to feel that exhilarating force back into the back of the seat. Anyone got any hot stock picks? Let me know. Markets are, well, they're not closed after hours, but I'm not a big fan of trading after hours. There's not much volume. But come Monday, give me a quick tips on what you guys invest in. If you do invest in the traditional stock market, the metals is what I like to follow. I do like to intraday trade Ford. I have some long-term holding with there, and then I'm spread out on many different platforms. I learned my lesson. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, like Celsius, or Three Arrows, or Luna. All right. Hey, Mitch Shaw. I had commented on a video stream from Jeb, and right after commenting it, he looks at the camera, and I could tell he was kind of hesitant. And then he commented to the moderators to say, hey, somebody's spamming chat. I was like, oof, I don't want to sound like I'm spamming chat, but I want to get in and let you guys know the fair opportunity of possibly winning $500 worth of Bitcoin or crypto of your choice. So just help spread the word. I don't want to feel like I'm self-promoting myself, but I do want to offer it to the people that I know or that may know me. So do me a favor on some of those platforms and the Roundtable, if you're a member, just let them know it's coming up here real soon. And then maybe they might learn something on how to take other on roof too. Oh, there we go. 26 thumbs up, 20 likes. People watching. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. 46 minutes. We're going to have to wrap up here. 5:17. My wife will pull up and be like, what are you doing in here? Thank you for all the congratulations on 20K. I don't do it for me. I do it for you guys. I do it for the people looking it up. Because, like, no different, for example, I'm looking up, what was I looking up recently? Something for my AR. And I'm like, okay, I want to know by somebody that does this. I want to just find some hilljack on YouTube. So I'm doing a lot of research and I'm mixing in with my common sense of what they're saying. Does it make sense? And learning. So they do that so I can learn. I'm doing this so people can learn about their roof and things. So that's why I'm ultimately doing it. Also, something else I've learned. If you want money, don't go chasing money. You're not going to get it. There's a really good book, I tell you. MJ DeMarco, The Millionaire Fastlane. Look it up. Go to Audible. Search it. If it's your first time ever on Audible, you get it book free. You'll learn in there some really good shit. And actually, one of the things is if you can provide value to somebody, either a lot of value to a few or a little value to the masses, you don't have to chase the money. The money will find you. And I feel like I'm starting to kind of see that a little bit. I'm starting to see a little bit with the channel here. I'm not doing it for the fame and the recognition. I could care less. I had somebody stop me the other day in town. I had no idea who they were. We were out trick-or-treating, my little girl and my wife. The guy's like, hey, are you the YouTuber? The roofer? The roofer on YouTube? I was like, yeah. I don't know who else he's talking to, but it must be me. My wife just looks over. Anyway. Barley Hops, how you doing? A little shout out to you. Retired at 42, started saving. Yes, so I've got this dream. Well, not a dream, it's a goal. And it's a goal I just recently set a year or so ago. I want to retire in 2 years. I do have some gray hair in here. I'm a little older than you may think. But to me, retirement isn't like, oh, I'm going to be a bump on the log or go fishing and not do anything. Retirement is just a metric in my head where my income exceeds my expenses. You don't necessarily have to bring your income up or your retirement, your nest egg up. You can just cut your expenses. My brother has basically nothing but a rental, and he loves life. He doesn't have to pay for anything. He's got nothing holding him down. He just enjoys life. He works a little bit, travels, blows the way the wind blows. Like I said, he's currently on his way to Colombia right now, then Dubai. He'll be back in Florida springtime, I think, to get his captain's license, to do captaining charter work up in Alaska where he goes through the summer. And he just loves life. So, yeah. Anyway. It's consulting part-time. So, let me see that here. Where'd that go? It's not showing up on my laptop yet. Yeah, so not necessarily consulting for another income generating stream, but if I can help people, every now and then I'll answer as many emails as I can on the channel. People don't realize it's way behind the streams. I commented and replied to a guy up in Canada somewhere. He's got some issue where a varmint's chewing into a box vent. Shout out to you if you watch this later, if you watch it this far in. No charge. I mean, if it gets to the point where that's all I'm doing, I do need to replace my income a little bit because I still have to pay bills. I still got food and heating and things like that. I don't have rent, but I still got my living expenses, taxes, property taxes, food, energy, fuel, things like that. So I do want to figure out some way of doing that. So again, if you guys have any thought or ideas and opinions on that, let me know. I would appreciate your guys' feedback to help kind of shape and sculpt the way this channel goes. By the way, I also need to email Jeb too. I was wanting to talk to him privately about grand steak pool for Cardano, and also just let him know if he's ever up in the Indiana area and he needs a place to stay, give me a shout. You know, I could care less if my daughter goes to college. I know that sounds terrible, but honestly, I really don't want her to. You know, this is something else I've learned too. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So if you see all these people just marching off to college and spending 4 years or more and $25,000 a semester or whatever, or $100,000 by the time they graduate to do something they're probably not going to enjoy, and they're working sun up to sundown, trading 5 days for 2 days to pay back the debts, and their life goes by, it's not a life I want for her. I want her to have fun. I want her to enjoy life and do something and contribute to society. So, actually, there's, what was that book called? The Tuttle Twins? I don't know if it's a cartoon or what, but I saw an ad, and I was like, I gotta Google this morning, and I was trying to listen to it in the background, and it just got my mind going. Sorry, I'm about to go off on a little bunny trail there, so cut that off. All right, people, I need to get ready to wrap up and get out of here because my wife and daughter should be pulling in any minute, so I appreciate it. Appreciate the thumbs up on this one. Appreciate you taking the time to watch. Like I said, the title of this is not a spam. It's just to let you know. Hopefully people see the money in the Bitcoin, kind of get some wide, diverse audience attention. I'm giving away $500. Somebody said they're going to pitch in $200, maybe. I don't know. I have to see if I get an email from them. Kind of go from there. Appreciate it, guys. Share it with your friends and family. If you know somebody that's got a roof that's got an issue or a roof leak or thinking about needing a roof or looking at getting roof quotes right now, find one of the videos that you may have found that you found interesting that you got some knowledge on and send it to them. The algorithm is a beast, and it's crazy. Some of the titles, like the worst roof ever videos, they grab the most attention in some sick way. People like to see other people's problems. I don't know what it is, but maybe the algorithm will start seeing a lot of comments and shares and likes. It might push a little more of this content because I'm tired of seeing these guys on roofing channels plop, plop, plop. And if you play in slow-mo and you see where their nail placement's going, it's really not good. And the trades industry is suffering bad right now. So I hate to see where the service industry is going to be in another 5 to 10 years because I've seen a massive change in the last decade. Like in my former employers, all I could ever find was felons that would show up so high they'd slice the wrist open and not even know they're bleeding out. Just crazy. And it's not just roofing. I'm pretty sure it's probably going on in other industries, HVAC, electrical, plumbing. I feel like at least electrical and plumbing, you got to take some kind of skilled test maybe to get a license. But then, as far as I know, at least in my area, one guy holds the license. He can have a bunch of idiots working under him. Yes, quality. I mean, I see roofs wear out way too fast. They just go bad because of the bad install. I mean, the roof I was on the other day in Westfield, watch out the short. As soon as they end this, bring up the channel, go to the videos, and then find the short I just threw out yesterday. You'll see it was a brand new neighborhood, just got thrown up. I don't know if it's a GC. He obviously didn't vet his contractors, and I'm scared to find out how many contractor or roofing guys subs did that neighborhood, and they've got stacked butt joints and nails and keyways and like things that are going to pose issues in the next 5 to 10 years. So anyway, please share with me how you'd like to see this giveaway go. Alright, appreciate it. Until next time, be safe, and we'll see you on the next weekend. Have a good weekend and invest some time into your own financial future. Have a good one, people.